1, 2, 3.
Yeah!
Hello and welcome to Uncovered Acapella. I'm your host, Brian Michaels. This is the premier acapella podcast featuring only originals, no cover tunes. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Here's Uncovered Acapella. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Uncovered Acapella. Every week, 3 great original acapella songs from 3 different artists. I'm your host, Brian Michaels. We're going to kick off this week's show with Impact and If We Try.
How strong is our will? But we can't give up now. We'll get through somehow. We can make it if we try. I'm stuck in you and I. No need for a wondering why. We can make it if we try. Sometimes I might be afraid. That's when we gotta say, hey, it's gonna be alright. 'Cause we can make it if we try to hold on to y'all. To what we know is true. We gotta believe in ourselves, and that will pull us through. Yeah. Life can break us down, but we can rise above. So stand tall and keep holding on. A brighter day is on the way. We can make it if we try. I'm stuck in you and I. No need for a wondering why. We can make it if we try. Sometimes I might be afraid. That's when we gotta say, hey, it's gonna be alright. 'Cause we can make it if we try. We gotta make it. Try it on. If we try. If we try. Gotta keep holding on. If we try. If we try. Sometimes I might be afraid. That's when we gotta say, hey, it's gonna be alright. 'Cause we can make it if we try. Try. No need for wondering. We can make it if we try. Sometimes we might be afraid. Hey, it's gonna be alright. 'Cause we can make it if we try. I'm talking you and try. No need for wondering why. We can make it if we try. Sometimes we might be afraid. That's when we gotta say, hey, it's gonna be alright. 'Cause we can make it. We can make it if we try. I'm talking you and I. No need for wondering why. We can make it if we try. Sometimes we might be afraid. That's when we gotta say, hey, it's gonna be alright.
And that was If We Try from Impact. Our next song on this week's episode is from the group Voxid and their original Music Ain't My Thing.
It all began when I was only 4 years old. My mother mother asked me, sweetheart, don't you wanna go to the school of music down the street? Wouldn't that be fun? If I knew then what I know now, I surely would have run. I practiced trying to please my teacher and my mom. I guess it must have worked out. I heard people say that I'm the bomb. And while my friends were playing outside, my choices have been made. I hit the stage when I was way off, and then it was too late to go back. Music ain't my thing. When I hear music, I'm waiting for my inner band to win. Music ain't my thing. But all I've ever learned is how to sing. The years have passed. Guess what? Now I'm a singer in a band. In quiet moments, I admit, still ask myself where I would stand if I did live a decent life, because with cool and stuff. But I remember someone said, money can't buy me love. Music ain't my thing. When I hear music, I'm waiting for my inner band to ring. Music ain't my thing. But all I've ever learned is how to sing. When my fellow musicians are living their dreams, they're checking out bass lines and trying to find the perfect harmonies. Spend their money on amps or guitars. I'd rather spend my money in bars. Oh, better run. Music ain't my thing. When I hear music, still waiting for my inner band to ring. Music ain't my thing. But all I've ever learned is how to sing. Music ain't my thing. No. When I make music, I'm waiting for my inner band to ring. Music ain't my thing. But all I've ever learned is how. All I ever learned is how to sing.
And that was Music Ain't My Thing by Voxid. It's time for our final song on this week's episode. One of my favorite groups. This is the House Jacks, and You're the One.
You're the one. You're the one. You're the one for one. You're the one for one. That you're the one. You're the one.
The way you walk when you walk, it made me wonder. How can I stand when I know I'm going under? The way you look made the room spin around. Turn on the light, made the sun go down. Extraordinary circumstances, nowhere left to run. You're the one. You're the one, the one, the one. Yeah, made me a believer. I spent my life looking for an overachiever. That's right. Come on, baby, better hold on tight. Forget where we're going, gonna take a ride. Move to the left, move to the right, move to the city, kiss your mama goodbye. Ordinary circumstances, nowhere left to run. You're the one. You're the one. Ordinary chances are romances.
Closing out the show this week, that's You're the One by the House Jacks.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And that's going to wrap up this week's episode of Uncovered Acapella. I'm your host, Brian Michaels. Be sure to subscribe where your favorite podcasts are available. If you really enjoy the show, we'd appreciate it if you leave us a review. So until next time, I'm Brian Michaels with Uncovered Acapella.